You ever break up with someone and think that's it? Like, it's over. Clean slate. Well, that's what I thought when I broke up with my ex, Kayla. We had been together for about a year and things were okay at first, but they just got weird. She got clingy, obsessive even. Every time I'd hang out with my friends or do anything without her, she'd freak out. So, one day, I finally told her we were done. I thought that was it. But what I didn't realize, she never gave back the key to my apartment. At first, I didn't think much of it. I figured she just forgot. I was wrong. A week after the breakup, I started noticing little things in my apartment were off. The living room window, which I always kept closed, would be slightly cracked open. My TV remote would be in a different spot, and sometimes I'd wake up to find random things moved around in my kitchen. Nothing major, but enough to make me wonder. One night, I stayed up late playing video games. I had my headset on and was really into it, but then I heard something. I thought I was just being paranoid, but then it happened again. The faintest sound of a door creaking open. I muted my game, took off my headset, and listened. I could hear footsteps. My heart started racing. I lived alone. I shouldn't have been hearing anything. I grabbed a baseball bat from under my bed and slowly walked out to the living room. My apartment was dead silent. I checked the doors, locked, windows closed. No sign of anyone. But then, I saw something that sent a chill down my spine. On the counter was a glass of water and lipstick smudged on the rim. I froze. Kayla had been in my apartment. I called her immediately, but no answer. I called again, and this time she picked up. She laughed. She said, "I just wanted to make sure you weren't lonely." And then she hung up. That night, I didn't sleep. I changed the locks the next day, but the feeling of someone watching me didn't go away. I'd still find things moved, and once I even found one of her hair ties on my bathroom sink. I don't know how she was getting in. I don't know when she was coming over. But the worst part? I never saw her again in person. But I knew she was still there, somewhere, watching. So, my ex-girlfriend Sarah and I broke up about a year ago. It was a mutual decision. Things had just run their course. We both moved on. At least, I thought we did. I started dating this amazing girl, Emma, a few months after the breakup, and things were going great. But that's when the harassment started. At first, it was small things. Emma would get weird messages on social media from random accounts. They'd accuse her of being a homewrecker or say things like, "He'll come back to me." She brushed it off, but I knew it was Sarah. No one else would care enough to do something like that. Then, the messages escalated. Emma started getting texts from unknown numbers saying things like, "He'll never love you like he loved me," or "I'm watching you." Emma was freaked out, but there wasn't much we could do. Sarah hadn't made any direct threats, just creepy stuff. One night, Emma and I were watching a movie at her place, and her phone buzzed. It was another text, but this time it was different. It was a picture of us, sitting on the couch at that very moment. Someone had taken a photo through the window. We both panicked. I rushed to the window, but there was no one there. We called the cops, but by the time they arrived, whoever it was had vanished. They didn't find anything, no sign of forced entry or anyone lurking outside. After that, things got worse. Emma started getting packages at her apartment, gifts, flowers, even lingerie. But the creepy part was the notes. They were all addressed to me, but sent to Emma's place. One of them said, "I know where you both live." The final straw was when Emma woke up one night to find someone had scratched "whore" into her car door. That was it. We filed for a restraining order, but Sarah denied everything. There was no concrete proof it was her, but deep down, I knew. She was always one step ahead, always watching, always making sure we never felt safe. Emma and I moved to a new apartment, but even now, every time I get a random message or a strange package, I can't help but wonder, is it Sarah still out there, waiting? I met this girl, Lisa, online about 2 years ago. We hit it off immediately. Same hobbies, same sense of humor. We'd talk for hours. It was one of those connections that felt too good to be true. But the catch? She lived across the country, so we never met in person. For the first year, it was all great. We'd text, video chat, send pictures. Everything seemed normal. She always had some excuse for not meeting in person, though. Her job was too demanding. She couldn't travel, whatever. I didn't push it because, honestly, I thought I was in love. Things started getting weird in year 2. Lisa became more controlling, constantly wanting to know where I was, who I was with. She'd get angry if I didn't text back fast enough, or if I went out with friends. But I chalked it up to long-distance stress. One night, she got into a huge fight with me over the phone, accusing me of cheating, saying she knew I was hiding something. She hung up on me, and after that, she disappeared. No texts, no calls, nothing. 2 weeks later, I get a message from an unfamiliar number. It wasn't Lisa. It was a guy. He said, "You've been talking to me this whole time. I'm the one you've been in love with." I thought it was a prank, but he started sending me screenshots. Our conversations, photos, even video clips from our calls. But the person on the other end wasn't Lisa. It was him, using some kind of software to alter his appearance and voice on video chats. For 2 years, I had been dating a guy who had catfished me, pretending to be someone else. I was furious, but more than anything, I was scared. He told me he was coming to see me, that he wanted to finish what we started. That's when I realized this wasn't just some twisted joke. He had been tracking me, watching me, the entire time. I changed my number, blocked him on everything, and even moved apartments. But the most unsettling part? I never saw his face, not really. And sometimes, when I'm walking home late at night, I get this feeling like someone's following me. I'll turn around, but no one's there. But I can't shake the thought that maybe, just maybe, he's still out there, watching, waiting for the right moment.